saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter, and they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Houston Texans and the New Orleans Saints. Not a kicker or a punter here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And we're underway in Caesars Superdome. He's going well so far. They're going to track him down. A nice effort in the end there. He's up to the 38. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. There he goes on the right side. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 6-0 lead right away. So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. Might be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You kind of like that little face?
A hundo, partner, 100%.
And to do it on the ground, so what way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the 4-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. He dodged the tackle. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. He picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37.
While that run may not move the Giants, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
2nd down carry for Taylor. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they face 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
That's caught. This is Addison. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
See, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll certainly be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
To the 23-yard line as he's brought down. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
The number's pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Straight ahead with Taylor. Next snap coming inside the red zone, Brock. He picks up 9 on the play. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down.
Second and a yard.
This is Devin Neal with it. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chain. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Pressure coming for Carr. He brings it in. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints finish off their opening drive. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Okay, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Stroud from the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. Continuing to move past the 45. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
On the quick, right? 118. What's up?
Back to throw. Stroud. Connects here with Jalen Nolan. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
All set to go now from the 35. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. This into the hands of Luke Lachey. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Penalty moves him backwards. Here comes 2nd and 9. Again, Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
To number 3, Tank Dell. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
4. Saints adding an extra DB. This is 3rd down.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive block. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
and I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Not quite far enough, and no good. It's off the crossbar and out. And the score remains knotted, 7-all.
That fooled me. He had it online. That wasn't the issue. Just didn't have the leg he needed. And the ball goes the wrong way as he's denied by the crossbar.
First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Carr back to throw. As a man, Dalton Schultz. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They've got a first to begin the frame. Taylor now up the middle. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. We've set it down from the 37.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them are just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3. Taylor trying to run for this first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
All set now. 1st and 10. They go again with Taylor. Next snap coming inside the red zone. Brock, who picks up 9 on the play.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down.
Here we go. 60.
They're going to run it with Neal. And that short gain is enough for him to set it down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. Some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Break y'all something soon. I got to get my props. Cops come and try to snatch these pigs when I roll my house down. And run the gram to the next town. They get mad when
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready, go!
A run here with Taylor. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Ready, Cougar 19! Trap 60, trap 60! 19 tight, 19 tight! Ready,
Carr here from the gun. Cutting in the goal line. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 2nd quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Cool on now for the extra point.
For the point after.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7.
Texans 7.
Reed now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off. But don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon. Give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone.
here we go!
Man in motion out of the slot. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Kid, that's called not settling. Explosive play to begin the drive, and you just pay it off with another one. Now you put yourself in great position to score.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Shaheed now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. coming. Carr. Right side, Shaheed's got it. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Offense with an enviable spot to be in, 2nd and inches. This is Taylor. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
That's good for a 6. First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from Caesars Superdome in just a moment. They've got first down here from the 36. From the shotgun, Carr. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Saints first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On first down, it's Carr. Goes right downfield to Olave. It's inside the 10. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get some late points and the lead. Chris Olave with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Cool with the extra points. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7.
Texans 14.
Reed now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
All right.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. It lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And it's 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Got his man. This is Noel. He's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gain about 8, 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
Back-to-back carries here. Free inside the 30. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans earn the chance to tie it before halftime.
Okay, we are watching a showman put on an absolute show. What a day for this running back. I think he'd be the first to tell you. It's about the guys up front, receivers blocking outside, and the electricity of his legs.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans tie this game at 21. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Shaheed now to return. Making some progress here. And he's all the way up across the 40 before heading out of bounds.
When you get contributions like that when you kick off returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
He's back to throw. Taking a deep shot here. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. So it'll be 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Let's go now. Back 60. 2. Take off.
Back to throw it. This is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away. That brings up 3rd down. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Shaheed now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Taylor again. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun. It's Carr. Schultz with the catch. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 46. Play action here with Carr. Into the hands of Schultz. And he'll get this through midfield and start pushing into Texans territory.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play actually gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
2nd and 3 now. Here's a give to Taylor. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And that's good for a Saints first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
1st and 10 from the 43.
Here we go, set. 79, head to 60, head to 60, Warriors 17.
They run with Neal. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Field goal attempt coming now from Young Hui Koo. This a 54-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Trying the right side. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just in the quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Throw right side. Dell has it. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and we can find a completion just like that. I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
He's got it at the 24. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Ready up.
1st and 10 from the 32.
18, right here. Here we go. 18 Cardinal. Check over.
Carr. Completed over the middle. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Second and 3 now.
Let's go now.
Here's Taylor. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
First down, and they go right back to it. Well, this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Giving them an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
New set of downs from 37. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, kid, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. From the gun, Taylor. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
That linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Let's go. Grab low 80.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Saints first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Straight ahead for Taylor. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. The Saints have it with a lead. Not a big one, though, trying to carry it through. Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Carr to the air now. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Carr throwing on 3rd. Going with the screen to Taylor. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints making a 9-point advantage. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Coup on now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Saints make it a 10-point ball game.
Saints 31, Texans 21.
Reed now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. To the air, Stroud. Finding the shift. And this is brought to a stop up at, say, the 34-yard line there. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Stroud. Catch made the right side by Nakua. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. As soon as he realized the pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Here we go. 18. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, when they come to life on 3rd downs. And they want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
The Texans set to punt. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. We'll start on the ground. Taylor. Get some space around midfield. Free inside the 30. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
Anytime you get that chunk of yards, you can just feel it in the stadium. It just changes the whole complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end this series with points.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Here's Carr. And this is going to be a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That one splits the uprights. And the Saints take a 3-possession lead. Reed now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Stroud from the pistol. Finds him over the middle. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
First down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Grab the throw on first down. And it's going to be caught by Lachey. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
18. What's up?
Shotgun now, first round. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT.
I hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Taylor now, up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got second and 3 now.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2. They go again with Taylor. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of a yard. Brings up third and 1.
Yeah, they know what's up. Cause I never gave up. All I know is going to get this damn bread. Don't go against the grain and taking off.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
All set to go now from the 35. Run now with Neal. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Good boy happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. Now run by Neal. Ran into a wall that time. Couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So third down now.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints moments away from their 4th win of the year. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Here's Neal. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They're going to run it with Neal. And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9, now 9 is what they need on 3rd down. Another carry for him. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Fair or unfair, I sit in a little bit of a judgment seat next to you up here, Kate. I got to judge that one. That tells me that coach trusts his defense more than he does his offense in that situation.
A 39-yard attempt.
Koo able to put it through. And that extends the lead to 20.
We'll get another shot across the bow of the ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Reed now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. That one was incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Unable to find Jalen Noel with that one. And now it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Back to the air they go on 2nd. Stroud. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect. Brock gets 3rd down.
Those are exactly the plays, Kate. The corners in this league make their money and make their reputation. A one-on-one, and he wins that battle.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Good game.
Hands are tied. Got to have it on this 4th down.
Tony.
So fans starting to stream from the Superdome to the French Quarter as it's a win for the Saints. And this thing of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from New Orleans.